Hello, everyone, and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm so happy to have you here today. If you'd like to learn more about me, the special times that I do go live 5 times a week, my social media or anything like that, go ahead and check out the description below, and all the information is there. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you are watching this on the replay, know that you're guaranteed just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you would like to join me live, again, all that information is below. And thank you again so much for sharing part of your Sunday with me. I know it's been kind of a bumpy bumpy so far into August, and I hope I can be of some solace and support to all of you today. If you are here live, go ahead and enter any requests for healing that you might have. If it's general, if it's specific, either way, just go ahead and type it out. I will start us off by building a beautiful crystal grid to support the healing request of everyone that is here. We'll do that together. And then after a brief explanation of what Reiki is and what you can expect, I will turn the lights down and the music up, and then I will begin sending Reiki to you whenever and wherever you happen to be. Thanks again for being here. Hellos to everyone in the chat, which I already see popping up, and I already pulled a couple of your requests out and started up the grid with a little bit of copper. So let's go right into it. Just bear with me as we switch screens. All right, so here's where we're at so far. So we've got our usual copper to help get the energy moving and flowing and break up blockages. And I have already brought us in some jade. Jade comes in all different colors. Jade is about so many things, but especially prosperity, good fortune. It's often really linked with career success, family, happiness, really everything. There's a reason it's so sacred in Chinese culture. And given that Grace's first request was peace of mind, success at work, the first thing that popped to mind was jade. So I went ahead and popped that right in there. Hello, everyone, and thanks for being here. So let's see. Let me say some hellos. I've got Grace Korakar, welcome, and Prudence Jane, welcome. Jennifer, Vincent, Dana, good to see you. Susan, good to see you. Brindley, welcome back. Good to see everyone. And Susan, as I don't know if you've noticed this or not, Greg's literary agent has already been pre-requested. We're all very vested in Greg finding the literary agent, so definitely that's on the agenda. I'm so happy to see us all celebrating each other and being supportive. This community is amazing, and I'm so grateful all of you are here. So let's see. Yeah, we've got the jade in there, and we've got Korakar, clear quartz, fire quartz, hematite, sunstone. Yep, I got sunstone right here. Sunstone is all about expanding what we can envision of our own potential. So anytime that we're kind of stuck or in our own way or limiting our future potential by thinking that it's just beyond what we can do, this helps really lift the bar of what we think we can achieve. This allows us to think big. We did not come here to play small. This allows us to play big. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Okay, good stuff. And we also had clear quartz, fire quartz. I have hematite. Hematite is excellent for kind of detoxing, purging energy that no longer serves, and also grounding. It's beautiful, like shiny gunmetal. This is what it looks like when it's polished. And it's really just so stunning. It's so much heavier than it looks. It truly is a weighty stone. You can kind of hear them a little bit as they clack together. I love this for grounding and letting go of energy I no longer really need in my field. If I'm working past something, if I'm letting go of things and making space, this is a wonderful stone to work with. And I see that that's actually a few people's intentions. Good on ya. I'm also working on that, so we can all do that together. So glad we can. I'll bring in this hematite. This was used in ancient times, including by the ancient Greeks, to help with they felt that it had the power to help cleanse the blood. So I feel like on an energetic and spiritual level, it definitely helps us let go and cleanse, almost connecting with the earth to just sort of release. So we've got in the hematite. Fire quartz helps us to send energy. Well, in this shape, it helps us to send energy in many directions. But also, this is clear quartz that was created in the earth close to a source of iron, giving it its red hue. This helps to give some fire and some drive and motivation to what we're putting forward. And it also helps us to feel a little bit more connected and supported in terms of fear and safety and things like that. So this can be a wonderful stone when you're looking to like push yourself forward as well. Go ahead and I'll put that right in the center of our copper spiral there. And clear quartz. Clear quartz is like the powerful blank slate of the crystal world. If there's ever a crystal you don't have, or you can't get, or that you don't want to work with directly for any reason, you can ask this stone to stand in for the energy of that other stone. Clear crystal is like a record keeper, but it's also an intention holder. So you can use clear quartz to help you put the intentions that you have into something to help working towards them. It's also just wonderful to help amplify and intensify any other intentions or crystals that are placed nearby. So let's go ahead and put some clear quartz in. Thank you, Cora Carr. Definitely forgetting Greg, a literary agent, one step ahead of you. Or am I? Yes, I grabbed the herkimers. Herkimers for sure. Wonderful for manifesting in alignment with our divine purpose. So anyone can say, okay, I want to do this. I'm setting the intention. I'm going for it. This is actually putting the intention that you want the universe to kind of help guide that a little bit in alignment with what is in your highest good and the highest good of others, like the version of this that can best serve. So yeah, herkimer. Also wonderful for metabolism and harmonizing discordant energies. So anytime you've moved in with a new housemate, or like this time of year, folks are moving in with their into dorms and things like that. Sometimes harmonizing two people's energy when they barely know each other, if they've just met, this can be a great stone to help find some balance and some common ground. It also helps with being in the present moment, which is always nice. So yay. I love that we request for each other and each other's loved ones. Holding on to hope, conquering loneliness, finding love again. I totally gotcha. Loneliness has been a thing for a lot of folks lately. Let me see if anybody else has an idea, because I have what's popping into my mind. Let's see if Philip Permut has any ideas. Every once in a while, I like to peek in and just get a little bit of perspective from someone else. Ooh. He does work with a couple of stones I don't normally think of. Let's call on mookaite and snowflake obsidian. We've been calling on those stones for other things, so I feel like that could be complementary. Mookaite and snowflake obsidian. And mookaite. Snowflake obsidian, in addition to being suggested for loneliness, and we've used some other stones for loneliness, but I feel like it's a good day to change it up. Snowflake obsidian is also great for kind of grieving certain losses, finding the light within ourselves, and moving forward with a new perspective It's also great for shadow work. And shadow work, it often gets a little misaligned or misunderstood because people hear shadow and they think, ooh, that sounds spooky. It must be bad or dark or what have you. Not at all. Shadow work is the parts of ourselves that we don't like to think about or that we may be blind to, kind of like we don't see how we're in our own way sometimes. This can help illuminate that and move through it along with all of the difficult feelings that might come along with that. So I love snowflake obsidian for that. Also, like on an earth level, there's a lot of volcanic activity right now, and obsidian is glass that is basically made of volcanic activity. So I feel like there's a reason we've been working so much with black obsidian, snowflake obsidian, mahogany obsidian. Mookaite, in addition to being suggested for loneliness, it's great for decision making, accepting change, making decisions that are based on the here and now version of yourself and not past versions of yourself. And it's also thought to help calm digestion to some extent. And I can see that. It's a very grounding, earthy stone. If you've ever heard of a stone called Australia Jasper, that's mookaite, same stone. So we'll go ahead and bring these in. I feel like they want to go here. There we go. Okay, great. And holding on to hope, blue calcite, rhodonite, moonstone, sunstone we already got, so we're good. Blue calcite was another one I was thinking of too for this. Like definitely that one's good for holding on to hope. Blue calcite for sure, which I know I already have out. Yep. Blue calcite, it's the emotional first aid stone for me. This and bloodstone, but this is much more of a like light and hopeful, where bloodstone is like helping us quell the fear and helping us feel more stable and balanced when it feels like the rug has been pulled out from under us, when we feel like we need to be pulled out of the doldrums, given a little bit of, like you requested, hope, and to accept that love, that support, and make room in our heart for even more. This is the one for sure. Blue calcite is wonderful, especially in times of significant change. Let's give it a prominent place here. There we go. There we go. And so we've got blue calcite, rhodonite, and moonstone. Right, rhodonite, we love it here. It's the unrequited love stone. It's the perfect stone for what you requested. It's also great for insecurities as well. And that can come up sometimes when we're opening our heart to new relationships. This is one that can help us overcome those feelings of breakup or rejection. Can also help with when we have those negative tapes in the back of our mind, like when we belittle ourselves, or if someone else is belittling us and we're internalizing it. This can help us kind of combat that, but it definitely helps us to pick ourselves up a little bit and see more possibilities and perspectives for love in the future. So let's go ahead and here. So that is rhodonite. Actually have rhodonite on right now. It's my crematory jewelry. It actually has ashes in it, so very much for opening your heart to love after loss kind of stone. Okay, moonstone 2. There's also a full moon coming up. Oh my goodness, I've lost the moon cycle in my mind here. Here we go. Moonstone is excellent for connecting with the lunar cycles and the cycles of life, as well as the divine feminine. And anything that is sort of ancient wisdom, deep understanding, this is one that if you use it alongside snowflake obsidian or any kind of shadow work, this can help you go to that place and see that darker, tendency that you tend to have or belief that you tend to have. And it can help you see the bigger picture that it fits into, which can ultimately help you let go of it on an intellectual level as well. But it's a deeply emotional stone, and it helps us see that we are more than just where we are at this point right now. It gives us a great perspective for the cycles of life and feelings and places that we tend to go and people that we are even in this life. So let's go ahead and bring a few pieces in. And thank you, Jen. Good to see you. All the best to you. Susan. Oh, good. I'm really glad to see that Greg had some good reception there. Relaxation for you. Definitely. Definitely. I was thinking fluorite today. As soon as I sat down, fluorite popped into my mind. It's such a deep calming, even though it's one that we use for a lot of things, but for me, when I hang out with fluorite, it just really helps me calm and chill out. Absolutely love it for that. So let's go ahead and sprinkle some around. Let's put them inside these crystal circle or copper circles. There we go. I'm glad you're here. Enjoy your time in Rehoboth, for sure. You're on vacation at the beach. Enjoy your time at the beach. Future someone, welcome in. Karen, welcome in. Prudence, leaving the past behind, being more positive, optimistic of the future, and finding love. Yeah, I think we've hit on a couple of those. Yeah, Jen, same here. Yeah, absolutely. But leaving the past behind, I like that too. Definitely mookaite helps with the transitions, which we have here and here. Let's see what else we can have. Have an idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring in some petrified wood for you, Prudence. This particular piece of petrified wood even has some new crystal growth within it. So when we think of petrified wood, let's think about what it is. This is something that was at one time a living tree, and it had to die before it could turn to stone and become petrified wood. So it's got that lesson with it. It's almost a parable in and of itself in a very, very earthy way. It had to stop being one thing in order to become another. And it embodies the wisdom and support of that. Also, with the new growth crystal that happens to be within this piece, it shows this even birthing anew out of this new form. So it's definitely this sense of almost like butterfly, like to transform into something else. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Let's see if we can fit it. There we go. We'll just have it balancing atop our fire quartz, and I love that. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Let's see, Brindley, intentions, trusting the love that is showing up for you, trusting yourself to say what you want and stick up for what you don't want, letting the love in. Oh, I love that. Okay, so trusting yourself to say what you want and stick up for what you want and what you don't want. Prehnite. Prehnite can be wonderful for helping to refuse unfair demands, for sure. It can also help you to learn spiritual lessons. And this also helps us find our spiritual path in regards to the people we connect with, career, life, and all the ways, but excellent for helping us to say, no, that's not mine. Also, I'm going to bring in some amethyst to help with that too, but yeah, prehnite is wonderful for refusing things that are unreasonable and not ours. Let's go ahead and put that right on the quartz. And for amethyst, amethyst is very much a stone of, this is mine, this is my responsibility, I'm taking responsibility for it. That is yours, that is your responsibility, I am not taking that on. It's very much about the high level boundaries. When we think boundaries, we often think solar plexus chakra, and that is a big part of it. But the amethyst helps us bring that to a higher level of not just, is this mine, is this yours, but spiritually, I'm going to give you back your tasks so that you can learn what you need to do, you can mature, you can own your own tasks. I'm going to love myself enough to give this back to you, and I love myself enough to take responsibility for myself and for standing up for myself. So we're going to put these in there too. And definitely in line with like how you worded your intentions as well. Okay, there we go. Love it. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope that helps. Yeah, trusting yourself what to say. Okay, you got that. And trusting the love that's showing up for you, I would definitely say rhodonite. And let's see. I'm going to bring in a little bit of rose quartz too. I think we could use it. I think we all could use a little rose quartz in our lives right now. In fact, let's put that under the moonstone. Actually, we only have 2. I know what we can do. Aha. We'll put these amethyst in. Very balanced. Aha, there we go. And put a little bit more amethyst around here, because why not? There we go. Love it. Thank you for being here. Korakar, intentions, weight loss, longevity, wealth, prosperity. Allowing good chi into your home and life. Ooh, I love it. And I think our Jade friend is helping with a lot of that, but I want to support you with the weight loss, longevity, that kind of thing. And iolite pops to mind. I know we've used this for the same purpose before too. I'm going to go ahead and bring it in here. It feels like it wants to come in. Iolite is thought to be really helpful for weight loss. It's often used for that, but it's also great for intuitive development, grounding our intuitive senses so that we can get a clearer, more concise understanding of what's coming through. So things like journey work and visionary meditation, things like that. And also anytime there's sleep disturbances that are based in psychic or intuitive things, and money management. So it's a very well-rounded stone. So definitely if you're asking for wealth, this can help, as well as jade can help. So let's go ahead and bring some iolite in here and here. Fantastic. Thank you as always for being here. Karen, wonderful to see you. Clarity, safety, and protection, emotional, spiritual, and physical balance for yourself, son, and loved ones. Love it, love it, love it. Safety and protection. What wants to come in for that today? Black onyx. Black onyx, for sure. Black onyx is deeply protective, and it's an incredibly wise stone. I love working with it with iolite. There's this overlap of deep wisdom kind of understanding. If you're looking to do visionary journey work or work with your ancestors or anything, this can be a great stone. Iolite can, Kambaba Jasper can, black onyx, deeply protective, and a lot of insight and clarity. When you're getting intuitive stuff in, not only can the iolite help to kind of ground and clarify, but so can onyx. It can help you take that deep breath and see what's coming in from a very grounded way. You can take that intuitive energy and blend it really seamlessly with your intellectual energy. So you can say, okay, well, how do I make this intuitive feeling work? How does this make sense in the real world? Because as above, so below, but how do we make those match up? Onyx can help. Where do we want to bring you in? Let's bring you in here. Yeah, being close to the obsidian, I love it. Ah, Dana, petrified wood and chrysocolla. Awesome. I'm glad to see you. You requested something. We already picked up what you were putting down. Prudence, weight loss for you too. We got you covered. And emotional, spiritual, and physical balance. Rutilated quartz. I know a lot of these are actually the same ones we worked with on Friday. They just keep coming up because we're just in that very same energy. The energy of right now, like through mid-month, is very like, an astrologer I listen to often described it as like hitting the gas and the brake at both times. It's like there's a lot of friction, there's a lot of energy, but there's not a lot of movement forward. Yeah, it'll start to feel like we're moving forward a little bit more towards the middle of the month. We're almost there. It's the 7th. So we'll get through next week and things will start to clear up a little bit more. So rutilated quartz is deeply balancing on all levels. The rutiles, or the fine threads that you see going through these pieces, are thought to help direct the energy exactly where it needs to go. Balancing body, mind, spirit, helping to direct any kind of healing work to go exactly where it needs. Also helping to energize us. It's thought to help bolster the immune system, as well as help us to recover more quickly from illness and injury. Like when we still feel really tired after having been ill or injured, this can help kind of perk us back up, give us a little bit more of a boost. Actually, let's do... Yep. Yeah. All the best to you and your son, Karen. Lots of love. Chrysocolla. Absolutely. Chrysocolla, making decisions in alignment with your highest good. So when Greg starts getting offers, he'll know who to pick. So for Dana and for Greg. Encouragement to follow your purpose. New ways to express yourself. New ways to show up in the world. New ways to move forward and be you and enjoy life. This allows us to kind of find that newness when we feel like we're like a little bit lost for passion, or it's like we found out who we are, but now how do I make that visible? How do I make it tangible? I've turned over this new leaf. Now how do I support myself and make choices that support that and bring me to my next happiest place? Chrysocolla for sure. Awesome. Thank you for being here, Dana. Good to see you. Future someone, welcome back. Vincent, intentions for communication, writing, completing tasks, decluttering, transformation, heart health, and prioritizing. Definitely for completing tasks and decluttering, I'll bring in some chrysoprase. Transformation, we have a lot for transformation. Prioritizing would definitely go in with chrysoprase. Heart health, communication. Let's see what we got. Let's bring in the chrysoprase first. Chrysoprase helps us to complete our goals, have that follow through. Helps us to see the bigger picture. It can also help us to get through things like feeling a little bit discouraged along our way. But it can help us with decluttering as it allows us to see the bigger picture of, well, is this actually something I might need or something that I use, or is this sort of in my way to moving forward and living a life or having a space that I want? So chrysoprase for sure. We almost need a bigger boat. Let's do this. Almost needed a bigger boat, but not quite. There we go. So chrysoprase, and we have communication, writing. Sodalite. Excellent for speaking or writing. Really helps to move things through the throat chakra and helps us to like make something intangible tangible and get that expression out there. So glad you are here. And leopardskin jasper, iolite's there. Dumotierite, red jasper. Gotcha. I had a feeling Dumotierite was going to come out. Red jasper, also got that. And leopardskin. Leopardskin jasper. Leopardskin jasper also has a good intention of finding soulmates, but it's also wonderful for helping to heal pets, connecting with spirit guides in a very grounded way, especially our animal guides. So there is our leopardskin jasper. Also good for skin conditions of any variety. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put these right here, right by our chrysocolla. Making this symmetrical as I can. Okay. Red jasper helps us to ground, feel stable, checking on our vital needs and urges, especially when there's a lot going on and oh my goodness, is there enough going on in the world? Yes, we've had enough, please. So red jasper can really help us to ground and connect and feel like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, vital needs, primal urges, world beneath me. Let's bring it down a notch. Okay, breathe. What do I need to do next? Helping us to kind of bring in that one step at a time alongside chrysoprase and amethyst as well. It helps with those. So let's bring that in here and here. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's bring that in here and here. Help us ground. Let's see. Okay, good. I hope you can see that. Dumotierite. I've been working with this. Actually, it was a gift from Jennifer Vatsa. Check out her YouTube channel and her shop. She also sells crystals. She has a bigger selection than I do. Dumotierite, I have been using this a lot for like soul's purpose, connection to the divine, and also just calming and feeling good about embracing soul's purpose. Like sometimes it can seem like a lot of work or very daunting. This is for taking a deep breath and feeling really good about embracing your soul's path. Because it is in these lovely blue shades, it can also really help you communicate as you embrace these themes of like soul's purpose, but it's also deeply, deeply calming, relaxing, and rejuvenative and restoring in that way. So yeah, help you on your spiritual path for sure. Absolutely loving working with this, Jen. Thank you. So let's bring these in. And okay, let's see what else. Yeah. Heart. Oh, good. You guys have been just chatting. Oh, I love it. Oh, you're in Ocean City, New Jersey. Gotcha. Oh, thank you so much, Heart. That's so lovely. Thank you. Yellow apatite? No. Tackle hugs. I love it. Apache tears. I definitely do have those. Apache tear is a type of black obsidian, and the black obsidian that I use actually is Apache tear. Excellent for moving through grief and change in that regard. Calming nervous energy, very, very protective. If you're working with anyone who's moving through any kind of like physical shock or deep physical change. But it's also great for just, in general, I feel like being able to sit with yourself and take stock of all that's moving on in a way that's not just shockingly overwhelming, but to be in the moment of tumult. I feel like that's the kind of energy I get through it. But yeah, very much connected to the concept of moving through deeply transformative, deeply traumatic stuff. Love it. Where am I gonna put you? Ah. I think we have filled the boat. I think we did. Okay, and don't have yellow apatite. I love that you all are just chatting back and forth. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. And I feel like we're at about that time where I make a couple of decisions, thoughts, suggestions for what could help all of the intentions made here. And I know we've got a really packed house today, which I'm so grateful for. I have a couple of ideas of stones that can help amplify this and help harmonize the energies that you all have requested about. And we'll just go ahead and sprinkle those around. So let me go ahead and grab those. Oh, and Grace, you requested black tourmaline and shungite. So black tourmaline helps to repel less than happy energy. It helps to keep negative or lower or just not your energy at bay. It also helps to ground any electromagnetic energy that could be causing you any disturbance. Put some of that here, here. Shungite, by contrast, helps to absorb any energies that are not in your highest good. It's often used as a water filter as well. Actually, your water filter may have some shungite in it, but it, as above, so below, as in the physical realm, often in the spiritual realm, this is one that can help absorb the vibes around you that really just aren't for you, or maybe just need to be absorbed and transmuted. This can help do that. So let's put you here, you here. That helps with some grounding. It balances well with the red jasper, and thank you for that. So let's see, we've got, okay, choice one. Okay, so I'm going to suggest these. You'll go ahead and your vote, and then I'll explain what Reiki is all about. So first is Bumblebee Jasper. Bumblebee Jasper helps us, as everyone's been saying, wow, I'm really exhausted, I'm so tired. Bumblebee Jasper helps like pick us up, perk us up, give us the vital oomph, the sort of energetic kick in the butt to move forward and be a lot less sort of yeah, it can bring a lot of energy to the table so that you can feel excited and rejuvenated and move forward with joy. This is another one you definitely never make it. I never put crystals in water and drink it. I know enough about the crystal industry and things like just no. But this one has arsenic in it, so definitely do not put this in water and drink it. This is Kambaba Stone, and we actually mentioned this earlier, that this goes and it complements many of the stones here. This is fossilized algae, so where petrified wood is, you know, it's wood that's turned to stone. This is algae that has turned to stone over the years. It's blue-green algae. It's thought to help connection to ancestors, working with ancestors, connecting and getting intuitive work with them. It also helps with connection to the plant world. I actually have huge pieces of these all around my where my plants are to help improve their growth. So yeah, so we have, and it also helps us with the wisdom of transforming. This was once algae and now it's a stone. So yeah, there we go. So go ahead and vote which one you think would make a better match for our crystal grid. Go ahead and use the chat. I will leave these here. I never know how this vote's going to go. It's always a surprise. And I'm just going to briefly explain what Reiki is, and we will get into the sending. I'm so happy all of you are here. And just to let you know, we're going to go a little bit over time than we normally do, which is awesome for me. I love being here. I love seeing y'all, but just to let y'all know. So go ahead and vote. I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is, and then we're going to get right into the healing. So as I mentioned at the top of the hour, I'm Danielle Stimpson, and I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I've been teaching Reiki for just about 14 years, and I'm so grateful to have this awesome new platform to share Reiki with all of you. So Reiki, or at least the style that I practice, is known as Usui Reiki, and it comes from Japan. Specifically, this method comes from Japan in the early 1920s, and it's named after this method's founder, Mikao Usui. The ultimate understanding beneath Reiki, the practice and the energy both, is, from Japan, the indigenous faith of Shintoism. Shintoism, one of the major tenets of it is that everything has a soul, and all of this soul is connected. Everyone and everything is interconnected. One of these, we could, I guess, say frequencies of energy that flows through all of these things, the things behind me, you, and connects us all in space and time, is this spiritually guided life energy, which is actually what Reiki translates to. Because this energy is flowing through you right now, is flowing through everyone and everything around you right now, backwards and forwards in time, regardless of if you're sitting, a couple blocks away, like some of you actually are, or, halfway across the world, like some of you actually are, or if you're watching this in the future, hello from the past, this energy is running through us all and connecting us all. The energy in and of itself has its own way of supporting us in terms of balance for body, mind, and spirit. When Reiki flows through us, our body automatically knows how to work with this energy because it's already there. And because essentially the practice is I connect with this energy, and for lack of a better way to explain it, just direct more of it to you, your body, mind, and spirit will automatically know the best possible ways to apply this energy to fill in any place you're depleted, to help support you to let go of what's no longer in your greater good, or help create space for a new plateau. As you receive Reiki, you may feel it in your physical body. You may have some emotions come up. You may get some intuition. It could be any number of these things and more. What I usually suggest is just support yourself to be as physically comfortable as you can. Sitting up, lying down, doesn't matter. If you fall asleep, great, sounds wonderful. But you don't have to do anything. Just take a deep breath and allow the Reiki to show up. And if your mind starts to wander, you start to think, those can be fruitful thoughts, or intuition, or just rambling thoughts. If you're not sure what it is, just take a deep breath in, let it out, and if those thoughts come back, entertain them. It could be really insightful and help bring you some wisdom, or just even a really great space to think some things through that you've been struggling with. As I continue to send, I'll send for about 25 minutes. At the end, you'll hear me welcome you back. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in, and then I'll reopen the chat and encourage you to ask any questions or share any experiences you feel to share. And I'll be more than happy to help you sort anything out like that at that time. If you're watching this in the future, or if you think of a question later, you can go ahead and leave a comment or look at the social media options down below. In the description, and you can reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to help you to the best of my abilities. If you want to learn more about online Reiki classes with me, distance sessions, social media, Discord, crystal shop, all that good stuff, it's in the description below. And I am here 5 times a week, same days, same times. So you can go ahead and set your schedule to it. And sometimes I do pop in with short notice streams that are extra, just based on planetary movements or world developments, anything like that. So if you want to know about those, feel free to subscribe with your notifications on and you won't miss an opportunity. So again, thank you so much for being here. It is an honor and a privilege to share some more of this beautiful energy with all of you. And let's go back and see what won the vote. So what did we win? Ah, it's both. Of course it's both. It's always both. So awesome. So let's go ahead and I will bring us back to the crystals. Awesome. So now we get a closer look. Yeah, now that we're closer in, it doesn't look quite so chaotic. But my goodness, we have so many layers of intention. One of the things at play here is communal chi. The concept that the more people come together with the same or similar intention, the greater that the energy of that intention is expanded. So essentially, there's an energetic potential that is grown based on all of our intentions that helps support everyone. While in Reiki, all of our individual energies are kept separate from one another and protected in the way that Reiki already unites us all, that is empowered and more Reiki energy flows through all of us in a way that is supportive of whatever our greater good happens to be. If you do think of any intentions, whether you're watching this in the future or during the session, just bring it to mind, take a deep breath in, and then let it go to the universe. The universe will support that. Yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. So it looks like we got both. So here is Bumblebee Jasper. Here is Kambaba Stone, often called Kambaba Jasper. It's not technically a jasper, but beautiful nonetheless. We love it. So here we go. We're going to put this, let's see. We'll put them next to sodalite so we can see it on both sides. And if you're worried about me touching Bumblebee Jasper, it's okay. I promise I won't lick my hands before I do something else. Yeah, but it's definitely not one you want to keep around in the open if you have small children or pets that might put that in their mouth. So here are all of our crystals. Know that as the lights will go down, they will move slowly through many different colors, but at no time will they flash or strobe, and the music will stay at a constant. Again, thank you for being here. We're going to be done right around 20 after the hour, so 9:20 p.m. East Coast time. Thanks again for being here. Enjoy your sessions, and I will see you in about 25 minutes. invite you now to take a deep breath. Slowly start coming back to the space that you're in. Feel free to wiggle your fingers and toes if it helps you reconnect. If you'd like to just stay where you are, coast into snooze, you certainly can. And if you'd like to come back to the chat, feel free to share any experiences or ask any questions. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It's been an honor and a privilege to share this healing with all of you. Thank you for all of you who are here live and contributing your intentions to the crystal grid. Well, you're so welcome. You're welcome, Jen. You're welcome, Grace. You're welcome, Susan. Oh, Grace, here's to a great week ahead. Indeed, here is to a great week ahead. We could use it, right? Red jasper does look similar to carnelian on the screen, yeah. You're so welcome, Vincent. Here, I'll just... Here we go. I'm gonna actually hold them side by side. Oh, Jennifer, yeah, I meant to text you back. I was going to text you later. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, even though I really, really, really want to go. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much. Next time, let me know if you go back again. You too, Dana. Have a beautiful night. Actually, I'll text you, Jen. I might. Have a good night. You're welcome, Prudence. You're welcome, Karen. Hart. Jen, I'll text you. I might be able to. I'll let you know. Thank you so much for the invite either way. Okay, cool. Here, let me hold up red jasper and carnelian. So here's red jasper, and these are two carnelian, and one is a little bit lighter and the other's a little darker. And you can see that, yeah, they do kind of look similar. The bigger difference is you can kind of see the light through this one a little bit more, and this one is very much just a true red. Yeah. Oh, Dana, I absolutely will, and thank you. And Karen, I owe you a message too. You're so welcome, Korakar. Lots of love to you. And Vincent too. Vincent, I am also decluttering this week. Not that I have a lot of clutter, but it's time for a going through. We're about to head into fall, and I try to, as seasons change, I like to take a quick sweep through, put things out to my neighborhood in the form of blessings and in the form of free stuff bins. So thank you, Reiki community, so much for being here. As always, I will take a picture of this. Give me a couple days at most, and I will make it the thumbnail of this video and put all of the names of the crystals in the description. Also, former students, grads of mine, I'm starting twice a month online Reiki practice, Reiki shares on Zoom for you. So look for an email this week. If you're not on the email list, either get on the email list or just email me and ask me, and I'll send you the link to RSVP. And once we get the hang of that, I'll also have one in the Discord that's open to everyone where we can do a Reiki share. but the ones on Zoom will be just for students and grads. Yay! Yeah, I'm excited about that. So as a reminder, I'm back next week, Wednesday, 4 p.m., Thursday, 8 a.m., Friday, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., and again, Sunday at 8 p.m. We'll see how things look in terms of the astrology, in terms of world events, if there's going to be any like sort of pop-up streams. I'll do my best to give a shout out on the channel before I hop on here. Thank you so much. Oh, what day for the shares? There's going to be a Thursday evening and a Sunday morning each month, and then I may add more. So yeah, there's a Thursday evening, 6 to 8, and then a Sunday, I think it's 10 to 1. No, 10 to 12. Yeah, 10 to 12. So that, you know, I teach on weekends and I teach weeknights. So I try to have one of each so that folks can kind of make either one work, but I'm open to feedback if that doesn't work for folks. I'm flexible. And of course, if we need more than 2 a month, we'll just do more than 2 a month. And thank you, Dana. And thank you everyone so much for being here. This is such a wonderful way to end the weekend. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. Yeah, thank you, future someone. It was so good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Awesome, Vincent, awesome. Yeah, the Zoom, we can break out into groups and like smaller groups so that, especially for students of mine, like several of you who've only studied with me online, you can have some ongoing practice. I was going to try to do some in-person Reiki shares. I have a space in the Fairmount area that would have been perfect, but it looks like we're going into more plagues, so maybe not so much with the hands-on, a lot of people in an enclosed space at the same time school is starting up. But you know what? Just breaking up into smaller groups on Zoom so that we can meet each other, that'll be the perfect thing. Well, that's just, you know, we might not have it exactly the way we want it, but it's not about waiting for the rain to go away. It's about dancing in the rain. So let's do that thing for sure. And yeah, I hope all of you have a beautiful week. Beautiful, beautiful week. I had a Reiki session this morning and I'm having another one tomorrow. So I'm very grateful for that. Thank you all of you who've been so supportive of me and of the channel and of my classes and in every way you can imagine. I'm going to go ahead and end everything here. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Take care of yourself in this coming week. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Love, blessings, and peace to all of you. And goodbye for now.